Hey guys, this is Blueberry Paul and this is my another video about Poland. So in today's video I will tell you about Poland's capital, Warsaw. So of course Warsaw, in Polish Warszawa. Warszawa, that's how it's pronounced. The first mention about Warsaw is known from the 13th century. The population of the city is over 1,700,000 people. Now something about the name. Warszawa in Polish. The first etymology of that name is that Warszawa is that's the belonging to Warsz. The Warsz is the Slavic name. It's a short version of name Warcisław, and that's the first etymology of word Warszawa. The second one is folk etymology that that the name belongs to fisherman Wars and his wife Sava, and they put it together and it goes Warszawa. Okay, now something about buildings in Warsaw. Famous buildings that are very popular with tourists, I think. So, of course, there are a lot of palaces in Warsaw. The most popular, of course, Krasiński Palace, Wilanów Palace, Palace on Water, in Polish Łazienki. It's a park complex with a palace on water, Łazienki, Królewskie, Royal Łazienki. And of course Great Theatre and Bank Square, and also one famous church. Of course there are a lot of churches in Warsaw, but this one, Saint Kazimierz Church. Other very unique or very form point of architecture buildings, Warsaw University Library, and of course the old town. The complex includes of course Royal Castle, King Sigmund's Column, and Market Square and Barbican. Near that is located the President's Palace, where the President resides. The Warsaw is divided into 18 districts. The districts are called in Poland boroughs, in Polish dzielnica, and now I will give you the names. They are maybe not that important, but the boroughs are Śródmieście, Praga Północ, Praga Południe, Żoliborz, Wola, Ochota, Mokotów, Białołęka, Targówek, Rembertów, Wawer, Wilanów, Ursynów, Włochy, Ursus, Bemowo, Bielany and Wesoła. In Warsaw there is of course one of the largest stock exchanges in Europe. It's called Warsaw Stock Exchange, in Polish Warszawska Giełda Papierów Wartościowych. Other factories or other economical companies. Of course, some of them are not existing right now, but they were famous. Of course, Huta Warszawa, Steelworks, Car Factory, FSO, and the Tractor Factory, Ursus, which I think they are produced till now. I think that the Ursuses are produced till now. Now something about education. Of course, it's one of the largest, but not the oldest, but the largest universities in Poland. Of course, University of Warsaw. Other notable schools, of course, Warsaw University of Technology and Warsaw School of Economics. There are also other schools, but I mentioned these three, I think, the most famous in Warsaw. In Warsaw is located, of course, the biggest airport in Poland. It's called Warsaw Chopin Airport. The name is from Frédéric Chopin, the famous pianist. And near the Warsaw, the second smallest airport, Warsaw Modlin. Now something about transport, as we are in the airport. So of course in Warsaw there are public buses and trams, and also only one section of metro. It's called Warsaw Metro Subway. Warsaw Subway. The main railway station is located on Defilet Square. It's called Warszawa Centralna, Central Warsaw. In the translation, it operates, of course, regional state railway trains, called in Polish PKP, Polskie Koleje Państwowe. Now something about culture. So a lot of museums, of course, in all these palaces I mentioned before. There are, of course, museums there the tourists are visiting. But also I didn't mention there is, of course, Warsaw Uprising Museum, newly opened Museum of Polish Jews, and National Museum. Now something about media. Of course, the Polish media are also located in Warsaw. Very nice building, the headquarters of public television, TVP, Telewizja Polska. It's very unique shape, I think. And also other channels include TVN, Polsat, the newspapers, the very popular Rzeczpospolita, The Republic, and Gazeta Wyborcza, election newspaper in translation. And another thing is the coat of arms of Warsaw. I should start with this, but I'm ending with this. So it's, of course, the Warsaw mermaid. It's Warsaw symbol since the 14th century. Right now it's presented on the red background. It's, of course, the mermaid holding a sword above her head, like this, I think. I should mention, of course, this on the beginning of our video, but I'm mentioning it right now. This is the Warsaw symbol, Warsaw mermaid, in Polish, Syrenka. And I also didn't mention about the tallest building in the city and in the whole Poland. It's of course Palace of Culture and Science. It was built from 1952 to 1955. So of course I didn't mention about this, but I remembered it at the end of this video. So this will be all about Warsaw. It only contains some simple facts. I didn't describe all these things by part because it would took so much time to describe. If you want to know more about Warsaw, go through the internet and find out some of the museums and of the places I mentioned in my video. Have a website in English, and you can read about its history, when it was built, and what interesting you can see there. So for this video that would be all. See you tomorrow in 4th Polish lesson. We will try to answer the questions I asked last time. And for now, that will be all. Have a blueberry day, everyone.